Broadcasting from Silicon Valley, California, this is Conversations with Jennylyn.
You're watching Conversations with Jennylyn, and today in my COVID-19 World Interview Series, I've included a very special guest, and his name is Thomas Paladino, and he has a company called Scalar Light Research. And I am very curious to find out what it is, because I did my research and he says he can cure viruses. And if I'm wrong, Thomas, welcome to Conversations with Jennylyn.
Hi, Jennylyn. Pleasure to be here. Thanks so much. Yes.
So what is Scalar Light? I'm so anxious. I'm just diving right in. What is
Sure.
it?
It's very simple. It's sunlight or starlight, and it's known by different names. Other synonymous terms would be prana or chi. So I'm working with scalar energy, what many people call quantum energy or chi or prana. And what does that mean? Well, this energy, it originates from the sun and the stars, and it is different. It's not like electricity or magnetism. So I've made a career out of studying this energy spectrum.
Oh, wow. So, okay. I read where it can cure viruses. How do you do that?
Yeah, I'm going to steer clear of the name cure, of the term cure, because
Okay.
that begs a definition that I'm not ready to give.
Okay.
But let me mention this about my technology and the instrument that I use. If everything is held together by a molecular bond, I'm using my two fingers to represent a molecular bond that holds together matter. I have shown that scalar energy will break down that molecular bond, and that's what I do. A scalar energy instrument will break down the molecular bonds of a pathogen, of a germ, and I'll let the scientific world interpret my results. But I will say that with this instrumentation and with this new process that I've developed, this new technology, we can break apart, we can fragment germs, bacteria, viruses, parasites. So I would hope that the world would see the merit of what we're doing, and that eventually there would be a groundswell of support for my research.
So are you a scientist? Are you a doctor?
I'm not a physician. My topic is exclusively scalar light research, and I've devoted my career to that. And it's a poorly recognized science. It's really at its birth, if you will, at its infancy. And with that in mind, there's very few people in the world that are pursuing this discipline.
So you call it a discipline?
Yes, a discipline. It's an emerging science.
Okay, so how did you get started doing that, working with the scalar light?
That was 30, 40 years ago, in which I researched and I had to develop these instruments. I had to build from scratch, so to speak. And again, just to underscore that I don't think this is being done anywhere else in the world, because it is new. It's all groundbreaking. So I started as a youngster, and I knew that there would be a potential with this type of energy spectrum. And with that, over the years, I've introduced this technique to mankind, this scalar energy technique to the world. I think it offers the world great promise.
Wow. So, whenever something is new and if it's not scientific, people frown upon it. Yes. I get that all the time, because I'm someone who's very open and I will try things and listen. As a result, I've had great results and sometimes huge disappointments, but it goes with the territory.
Yes.
Because your work is so groundbreaking, as you say, and so new, what kind of reaction are you getting to it from people that know about it now?
Most people are very happy, because I always offer people free sessions. Anytime people will approach me, I always start them off with a free session. And that way people can sample, can experience the session free of charge with no obligation. And many people then see the merit of what I'm doing, and then they continue with the program as a paying client. So I would say, on balance, it's well received. And it's well received because it works. It's well received because it's safe, it's easy, it's efficient, and many people are open-minded today. It's a new world. The people are embracing technology.
So what does a session mean?
Well,
You're offering 3 sessions. What does that mean? What does that look like?
sure, if people were to go to my website, I offer anybody in the world 15 days of free sessions in which we'll balance your chakras. We will create, assemble nutrients in your body. And the final session, the final program is we're able to break down the molecular bonds of pathogens, of bacteria and fungi, viruses in your body. So that's what a session would include. Those 3 sessions: a chakra balancing, a nutrient program, and a pathogenic program. We can do all of that. And we do this remotely. We always work with people remotely. So there's never any inconvenience to visit a clinic. I always work with people remotely because the instrument works like a satellite, Jennylyn. I can work with anybody in the world remotely. It's sort of like a cell phone. If you can pick up a cell phone signal remotely, well, then I can send a signal to a person remotely likewise.
This is amazing and very fascinating. I love new groundbreaking stuff that's making a change for the better.
Yes,
And
that's the way I look at it. It's an advance. We're helping mankind. It's always been my design to have a healing ministry that helps mankind. And we have to start thinking outside the box because there are many health issues today, and there's many other issues in the world that society needs new answers. We need new technology to respond to our needs. And this is what I consider that I have that's going to be of such benefit: a new technology that's going to help mankind.
So have you had quite a following to date, and how long have you been offering this service?
I've had a website now for 8 years, and the following is growing, but it's poorly understood. So people, it takes time to introduce new technology. A new concept takes time. It doesn't spread like wildfire overnight.
Well, okay, why don't you start with me and this show?
Okay. All right.
Start
Well,
with the basics that we need to understand.
Okay. Well, if you were to sign up for the 15-day free trial, you would submit your photograph to us. I work with people remotely by way of a photograph, and this is the beauty of our program. We never touch a person. You don't have to visit a clinic. You don't have to visit a laboratory. So everything is addressed remotely because the instrument works like a satellite. So people send me their photograph, and their photograph identifies their light signature. If you will, you become the antenna. And I can send energy anywhere into the world by way of a photograph. So a photograph of a person allows me to send energy to that person by virtue of their photograph. So if you were to sign up for our program, I would take your photograph and I would work by way of your photograph for 15 days. And we would be able to perform those work functions. Again, balance your chakras, provide you nutrients, and provide some type of a pathogenic cleanse to your body, all done remotely.
So you will take my photograph, and you can tell from my photograph where I have weaknesses, where I have deficits, where my body needs help, and you can just take the photograph and correct those remotely.
Yeah, I don't diagnose. So the energy itself is the quantum intelligence, if you will. And this energy can perform those work functions. Again, balance your chakras, balance your meridians, eradicate germs, microbes from your body. The instrument does the work. I don't do the work. So I have to give credit to the healing power of God, which I believe that this instrument can control. But per se, I don't diagnose.
Who made the instrument?
I did. I'm the inventor. I work with a number of engineering firms, and it's all custom built. It's a custom. I'm sorry. It's a custom built instrument.
Okay, so what does it look like? Do you have it nearby? Could you show it to us?
Actually, there's photographs on my website, and
okay.
it's it really is a marvel when you consider what this technology can do. If you will, consider the first radio or the first light bulb. That was a marvel. You know, people were just enthralled with the first light bulb, with the first computer, with the first radio. Well, I have the first of this type of instrument. Again, it's groundbreaking, and I think the world will eventually embrace what I'm doing.
Well, it sounds like it. If it can do all that you say it does, then
Yes.
why wouldn't they? So let
Well,
me ask you
I
this.
I would agree. Thank you.
So since it keeps your chakras balanced, which equals keeping the body balanced,
hmm
is that how it helps to prevent diseases?
In part, yes. In part, if we have 7 balanced chakras, everybody has 7 chakras. What I've observed that is this instrument has a profound impact upon those 7 chakras. So I conclude that the chakra itself is composed of scalar energy. It's not electricity. So a scalar energy instrument could have a profound influence upon our 7 chakras, which are composed likewise of scalar energy or chi or prana. And what happens when we balance our chakras? Well, the body moves to homeostasis. And the body receives instructions from those 7 chakras. So if the body is well instructed, okay, then that could perhaps reduce the occasion of disease or discomfort. You have to look at the universe as an information. We have an informational universe. And information is imparted in certain functions and in certain channels. Well, for the body and the mind, those 7 chakras are the informational storehouses.
So how have you benefited personally from your expertise?
I feel great. And I know my health is to be attributed, at least in part, to this type of program, this type of therapy. Scalar energy will allow me to I think, live a longer life and a more productive life, and a life that in many cases will be disease-free, certainly germ-free in many cases. So it's helped me significantly. And I think many people around the world now can affirm that this type of program, this type of session is likewise helping them significantly.
Do you have children?
I have 2 stepkids.
Okay, do they get sick?
No, no, they don't. My wife and I do not get sick. Our close friends do not get sick, because on a daily basis, we can provide nutrients to the body and we can break down those molecular bonds of germs, such as viruses and bacteria. So I'm never sick.
So let me ask you this. Do you actually produce nutrients? Or it's all generated by the light?
It's all generated by the light. And if you will, if light is instructional, Jennylyn, and what we can do with this light is we can instruct it to create in the body, to assemble vitamins and minerals and antioxidants.
And I asked
So
you that. Sorry, finish. When you're finished.
This instrument then has control over matter to the point that we can create a micronutrient inside the body.
I asked you that question because I was thinking, let me see where he's going with this. He's trying to sell vitamins.
No.
That's why I brought that up, because you see a lot of these infomercials and they give you this long spiel, and a lot of times I'm like, I can't even wait to get to the end of this. But they're actually selling something. So I wanted to make sure that you didn't have a product that this was leading up to the sale of.
No,
I'm very excited to learn about this. So
yeah, there's no physical product.
So why aren't you more popular, especially during this time when the world is experiencing the pandemic?
I would hope that this would have caught on by now. My goal, Jennylyn, is to work with everybody in the world, and if I have to treat everybody in the world for free, I'll do that. So the goal is
that. I love that.
Yeah, the goal is to heal the world, and if I had my druthers, I'd treat everybody in the world for free. I have some expenses, but I'd like to treat the world and heal the world. Heal the world. That's my goal. And I need people to help me. I can't do this single-handedly.
I am so great. I'm so grateful to God for bringing you onto my path, and that I included you in this series, because something that bothers me is that everything in this world is about money, and it just
That's terrible.
irritates me because I don't make money doing my show. I should, because I have bills to pay. But for me, I am more interested in touching someone's life and making it better. And every
Yes.
segment that I do, I think if two people benefit from this discussion, it's worth millions to me.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So I'm happy to hear that's your attitude. And I think because you have that attitude, you are going to leave an indelible mark on this planet
Yes.
for someone who truly cares about other people.
Yes.
But I know you can't do everything for free because we all have bills to pay. So
Yeah.
I wish you success. I think you will be very successful. And
Thank
I'm
you.
signing up for one of your free sessions
Okay.
so that I
Thank
can experience this. So
Okay.
tell me, for 8 years you've been doing this.
Mhm.
To date, do you have an idea of how many people have benefited from this?
We're working with, I'm going to answer that, but let me give you a preface. We're working with people around the world, and some people are, if you will, Christian missionaries who go town to town in Africa and Asia and take photographs of entire towns, villages. I'm sure we've already worked with 20, 30 million people.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, yeah. Because all it takes is a photograph. We're going to heal the world, Jennylyn. If all it takes is a photograph, and we could work with millions of photographs, we're going to heal the world.
Wait, let me stop. So you take the photograph, and how long does each person take to heal?
That depends on their condition. That depends on their age, their nutritional level, et cetera, et cetera. But this is why I offer a 15-day free program. It's on. Anybody can sign up. Anybody in the world can sign up for the 15-day free session because I want people to feel comfortable. I want them to get their feet wet, so to speak. I don't ask for money up front. And if people can't afford to pay, then I work with them for free.
Do you have a certain age group, or is it any age group, anybody, anywhere?
Any age group, there's no distinction. There's no
people,
requirements.
I know quite a few older people who have like different aches and pains, like
Yes.
Arthritis. Does it help with those conditions?
Many times it does, because many times arthritis is accompanied by, say, bacterial infection, which causes inflammation. And I have the ability with these instruments to break apart bacteria. And if I do that, then the inflammation many times subsides. Now, I can't promise you that it's going to happen in every case, but I've heard that from many people. You know, I would call it bacterial infection or arthritis occasioned by germs, by bacteria. And it's helped many people. I can't give you a blanket statement, but it's helped many people.
So a large percentage of my friends are doctors.
Okay.
And I have all this dialogue with them from time to time because, like I said earlier, I'm very open. And I spend a lot of time investigating natural medicine, the Eastern medicine style. I think a lot of the problems in the world would be solved if the two could meet somewhere in the middle, because they both, I believe, bring equal value to helping people.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
A lot of the Western medicine doctors discredit, and I'm not saying all, but a large percentage, because I'm speaking from experience, they will totally discredit any medicine that wasn't practiced within the parameters of where they went to school and how they were educated. And I think that's really sad. When I am ill, I have noticed the people who practice natural medicine are the people who've always helped me over the years. How are doctors responding to what you are claiming here today?
You know, many of them are open to it. And surprisingly, there's a change, there's a shift. I didn't really see this 20 or 30 years ago, but now it's different. And now many physicians and nurses are open to this because they see the merit of what I'm doing. And I do have diagnostic tests that prove that I can eradicate pathogens, germs. And then I offer the free session. Anybody can sign up for a free session. So many times physicians and nurses will sign up for the free session. And they feel the change, the shift in their body.
But I am sure in some ways they're threatened. I mean, I could imagine the pharma industry, and a lot of people benefit from the current healthcare system because
Yes.
you have to pay for all these diagnostics, and you have to pay for the
Yes.
doctor's visit, and then you may need an x-ray, or you need to go on a whole cabinet of drugs. Are you
Yep.
getting some backlash?
I'm getting some backlash, but God protects me and I just move on.
Woo-hoo! I love it.
Yeah, I think the world will eventually recognize that this is of merit, that I want to help people, and that this is technology. Technology moves on. Okay, technology is driving society, and this technology will help society. Otherwise, why don't we all just go back to the Stone Age, right?
Exactly. So were you born and raised in Florida?
No, no.
Where are
I'm
you
just
from? You have
I'm
an
just visiting.
Italian last name.
Yes, I'm a native New Yorker.
Aha, you're from New York.
Hmm.
And so you got involved in this, so you said 40 years, 30 years ago?
Correct.
And what, I mean, I can't even wrap my head around the concept. Something must have happened to expose you to it, to perk your curiosity, that
God,
led to
God,
where you are today.
yeah, God gave me that inspiration.
Isn't it
God, the,
wonderful?
yeah, the Holy Spirit gave me that inspiration. How could I do this without God's help?
Oh, you're speaking my language. That's
Yes.
how I did this. God, the Holy Spirit spoke to me to do
Yeah.
this. And a
Yeah.
lot of times I've done an interview and I go back and I listen, I go, who is that speaking? It, like, the questions sometimes don't always come from me. Something comes and tells me, ask that. Seriously.
Yes. Right.
And so I've often been complimented on this gift that I have, and it's the Holy Spirit, I think. I'm just doing my Father's will.
Yes. Good for you. Likewise, I'm doing my Father's will, and that's, I think people see how sincere we are. They see our integrity, and they realize that we're trying to help. What I'm doing is obviously avant-garde, but if it works, and it does, people they come to me, and they're very interested in improving their health.
I think if you want to heal the world, I mean, if you tell someone, I know this guy, his name is Tom Paladino, he can heal the world, it'd be like, yeah, right. It's such a foreign concept. There's some
Right.
people who can help some people. There's some people who can help some conditions, but you are claiming that you can help everyone.
Yes, in some measure, I can help everybody because what I've developed is a universal modality. Everybody needs their chakra balance. Everybody could stand to improve their nutrition, and everybody could benefit if we lose or eradicate germs from their body. So this is going to be someday considered universal health care.
Well, there are people when you speak to them about chakras and they think, oh, that's mumbo jumbo chakras. That's, they think it's something that is so out of the ordinary and non-Christian because they can't relate to this.
Right,
How do
right.
you deal with people who come to you and they don't understand balancing chakras?
If
Because a lot of people don't know this.
you're right. If we have chakras, and we do, we have 7 chakras, 7 main chakras, and they've actually been photographs. We've seen photographs of those 7 chakras. Then God created those 7 chakras, and we can't go against creation. And if God created us with 7 main chakras, then so be it. And you have to accept the will of God. Now, some people don't like the term chakra, so I sometimes call them meridians or bioenergy fields, or call it what you will. The vocabulary is in its nascent state. Whatever terms you want to use for what I'm doing, go ahead. Whatever vocabulary suits the matter, go ahead. That's up to you. I'm a scientist, and I prove my work by results.
Well, you do, and I'm about to find out because
Yeah.
I'm getting up this interview. I'm signing up to try it out. So, where do you see yourself going from here?
Helping the world, healing the world. And we have to get the word out, and platforms like yours, your interview is going to help get the word out. And it's a matter of time before people see the merit. People, they understand that there is merit in this new type of technology.
And so have you been marketing your product?
Yes, I have, the best I can. Usually it's word of mouth that works best. I do perform some podcasts as we're doing now, and maybe some email marketing, but for the most part, it's word of mouth.
Have you ever seen any of your customers? Like a
Very
partner?
few.
Okay.
Very few. They keep in touch and they correspond with me by email, but the fact that I don't have a physical laboratory, I've met very, very few people.
So how is your technology faring during this pandemic? And how have you seen it change people that have come to you?
Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to give you the facts, and I'll let you draw the conclusion. For the past, say, 3 months during this pandemic, 4 months, I've probably been working with on a daily basis of at least 10,000 people a day. At least 10,000 people a day. And out of those 10,000 people, not one person has tested positive for COVID-19.
So what does that tell you?
Well, that tells me that it's working. And I'm working with people in Asia, Africa, Europe, Canada, Latin America, United States. Not one person has come down with COVID. So I can't make a claim, but I'll give you the numbers and I'll give you the facts. Those are the facts.
Okay, so maybe I misinterpreted what you said. And for myself and others watching this, I want us to be very clear, very concise, and make sure we get what you're saying. You
Okay.
are saying that all of the 10,000 people that you have treated, none of them have tested positive for the virus.
That's correct. That's a correct way to put that. Now, many people have gone to get test results, and all those test results are negative. Go ahead.
Has anyone who had tested for it come to you?
Yes.
And how were you able to change the situation?
Some people who had tested positive for COVID and they signed up for the program. And and the follow-up is that they feel better.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is really groundbreaking and impressive.
It is groundbreaking, and the world should embrace it, hopefully soon.
Why wouldn't they?
Just confusion. It's new, it's different. People don't understand. Lack of education or confusion.
So do you think down the road we won't need to take as many drugs as we take?
I have nothing against pharmaceutical products, provided that they meet the needs of the people. I'm not a pharmacist, so I can't speak at length, but as a youngster, I took pharmaceutical products and they helped me. So I cannot speak against any safe and prudent measure.
So do you take pharmaceuticals now?
No, I don't need them.
I just have to expose your little
I'm never sick. No, I'm blessed with good health.
And you said you're a scientist. Is this what you studied in school?
I studied physics in school, but since this is a new branch of physics, everything that I've discovered is groundbreaking. It's revelatory, and I think I'm one of the leading exponents now in the world of this technology. So I had a classical education, and after that, it was all private study.
Wow. So are you, as far as you know, the only person practicing this in the world?
Specific to the programs that I offer, yes. There are other scalar energy researchers, but I'm really not familiar with their work.
Well, you know, the COVID-19, the COVID pandemic is still on the run, and you know, things are sort of changing now, and we're going back to what used to be normal, although I feel it's going to be a new normal. But there's so much concern around resurgences. Yeah. If you could do this, could you prevent that?
Yeah, and I believe so, and the people that would sign up for the program. You know, that's why, once again, it really is going to be pertinent to offer to heal the world for free, because some people just don't have money. And I have to get this out into the public forum so we can heal millions of people. So right now I'm still at the launch pad, so to speak.
So apart from your time, does it cost you money to heal someone? A lot of money.
It costs a lot of money.
And you're
Costs a lot of
doing it for free? God bless you.
Yeah,
I really hope
most of the, yeah, there are paying customers, but they support, they only represent 1% of my clientele.
well, I want to help get people to you so you can heal them. So
Okay,
apart
thanks.
from this show, what can I do? You know, we're running out of time. So before we run out, down to 4 minutes, let's start putting all your contact information out there.
Okay, the website is scalarlight.com. That's spelled S-C, yeah, S-C-A-L-A-R, Scalar, scalarlight.com. Visit the website. Anybody in the world can sign up, their entire family. You can sign up and you can send in photographs of your family and members and even your pets. So the key is to get the free trial out there. Again, at the very top of the website, there's a banner. It says free trial. Just click it and upload your photographs.
And
It's simple.
can someone just have one treatment, or is a series of treatments required for someone to get results?
The reason I offer 15 days of free sessions is I give people a benchmark to work off of, okay? I want people to feel it for 15 days, no questions asked. And then after the 15 days, I want them to make a decision whether that helped them or not.
So what do they feel? Higher energy?
Usually,
What is it?
people feel a surge of energy. Some people say that their dream state is enhanced because of the chakra balancing. Some people say that the nutrient program helps their skin tone, etc. Others who had a pathogenic infection, they feel better. You know, if we can eradicate parasites from the body, pathogens from the body. So it's hard to say. Everybody's different, but those are some general responses.
Well, how can you treat that many people in one day if you have to sit there and analyze a photograph and balance chakras? Do you have a team of people working with you?
No, I'm the only researcher. I don't analyze anything. I don't diagnose anything. It's the energy. The energy has an inbuilt intelligence. It's the God force energy. It's the Christ principle. I don't have to do anything. God does the healing.
One segment is not enough. Seriously, I say this to almost everyone I interview, but I think it's compulsory that I do a second segment with you, because I mean, this is really fascinating. And when you're talking about God, I immediately get excited because he's done so many miraculous things for me. And now I've found another person that he's working through and helping the world. And this excites me. And it's what my life is all about. So I would really like to do another segment with you. But in the meantime, before we do that, I hope that my show will lead a lot of people to you.
Thank you so much.
Because I think the world is such a dichotomy in some ways, where you have all these wealthy people who can buy everything. And then there are a segment of the population that can't afford anything. As a result, they can't afford nutrients and supplements, and their energy level is affected every day. And it influences the quality of life that they're living. Right. And if you can help these people just to get their energy up, I think in itself would be a gift.
Yeah. That's my end game. In order to heal the world, you're going to have to treat most of the people in the world for free. And I'm fine by that. You know, I'm not doing this for money. I certainly didn't spend 40 years in research just to make money. That's never been my goal. So the goal is to get the information out there. And again, I thank you for your time and your effort. We're going to get the word out there.
We will. And I know that when it comes to God, we don't always have to do. He opens the doors. We just have to recognize when they're open and walk through them and do as well and make a difference in the world.
Yes. Well put. Well stated. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Like I said, as long as you're willing, we are going to do a follow-up. And I'm hoping, I put my shows on LinkedIn and various places. I'm hoping that people will watch this segment and reach out to you, because whenever it's something for good, I'm all for it. What would you like to leave with the viewers before I go?
You know, let's change the world for a better. We see a lot of problems today, and let's not become paralyzed by fear or become paralyzed by indecision. Let's do something positive. What I offer to the world is a technology that's going to set us free. So let's at least take a look at this technology and see if this really is of merit, and if so, work with me. Help me get the word out.
Well, Tom, I am delighted and honored that I got to spend the time with a groundbreaking human who's breaking ground for a positive and good reason.
Yes.
And I thank you so much, and you have my support in any way that I can help you, to help people, and I look forward to the second segment.
I'm looking forward to it likewise. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you so much for watching Conversations with Jennylyn. When a conversation is all you need to be inspired and invigorated, like I know you'll all be after you contact Tom, and I will see you next time.